Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I am filming 2 videos in the same day. I'm not sure if this one will go up before the cleaning one that I just finished filming, but I need to get a video up tomorrow, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to edit that whole cleaning video before I have to, you know, do mom stuff and get it up for you guys before 8 a.m. But I figured a cook with me would probably be a little bit faster to edit, and I've been wanting to make one of these for a while anyway, so here we are. I am going to be making shepherd's pie for dinner tonight. Forewarning, pretty much all the meat we use during fall, winter,
Mom, I like meat.
Early spring.
Mom, I like meat.
That's good. Those seasons, once Tom and his dad and me, when I go back to hunting, start getting deer, all we use is venison for the most part for our meals. I might buy chicken or pork here or there, but especially for dinner, we use a lot of deer meat. So that is what I am using tonight. If that bothers you, that's fine. Please click away.
That is Camper's dad.
Yeah. All of the dinners I make are gluten-free. Sometimes I substitute things like I make gluten-free pasta for me, and then I make enough for everyone else of regular pasta, just because the last time I made gluten-free pasta, Tom didn't appreciate that very much. So this recipe is naturally gluten-free. I know a lot of people do it a lot of different ways. I know some people had never even had it before. I had never had it before I got with Tom, at least not that I remember. It's just not a big staple in my family, but I love it now. I want to say it's an easy meal, but it's really not. Once you prep it, like this is definitely a meal you could prep all together and then throw in the freezer and heat up a week later for a quick and easy meal. I was gonna do that when I had Caven. I just didn't. During the end, I was having a lot of complications and didn't feel well, and the last thing I felt up to was meal prepping. I wish I had, just because when I got out of the hospital, that would have made things a little bit easier. But the first thing that we're gonna start doing is that we're going to peel, chop, and start boiling our potatoes. My back always gets sore while I am peeling the potatoes over the trash can, so if you just take a bag and then fold the top down and put it on your counter, and then you peel the potatoes into here, it makes it a lot easier, and then you just take the bag and throw it away. For this recipe, I am also cutting up an onion. I keep the bag while I cut up the onion, and then I just throw the scraps in there that I'm not using of the onion, or like the outside peel. Makes it a lot easier. Okay, so I was about done peeling the potatoes, or maybe halfway there, I don't know. At some point during the time I was peeling the potatoes, my camera battery started to die. So I took it out, started to charge it a little bit. It's about 50% now, so I'm not sure how much I'll be able to film. Like, I'll film as much as I can that I need to, but if it's kind of just implied on what to do, then I'll take it out and charge it, so then I can show you everything that I do need to do. But if I get cut off, that is why. While it was charging, I finished peeling the potatoes, rinsed them off, chopped them up, put them in some hot water. It's not boiling yet, but it is hot. Then I cut up a red onion. Typically I use white onions for everything, but I had a recipe that I was gonna make that needed a red onion, but then I ended up not having all of the things I needed for it, so I'm not gonna make that, at least not right now. So I just grabbed the red onion and used that because it was on top. So that's all cut up. Now I'm going to heat up some oil in my pan and add the onion into it, and then cook that until it's about starting to turn translucent. Add some minced garlic, stir that together, and then add in the deer meat and brown that off. Here I am just seasoning the meat with some salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and then some seasoned salt. I don't always season it the same way. You can use whatever seasonings you want. This is just what we prefer in this recipe. Here I am adding a drained can of sweet corn, and then I am going to be adding a can of cream style corn. Typically, all the other times I have made this, I would add the corn to the bottom of the pan before the meat, but it all gets mixed in together anyway, so I figured I'd just save myself the hassle and just add it all and mix it all together here, and it turned out the same. I am now spraying my pan with some non-stick cooking spray. You do not have to do this step. I just like to be sure it's going to come out. Then you are going to add all of the corn, onion, meat mixture to the bottom of your pan. Once that is all in the pan, you are going to just flatten it out and make sure it's decently even throughout the bottom of the pan. Now that the potatoes are done and cooked thoroughly, we are going to add a stick of butter to the bottom of the pan to start melting. I now have added the potatoes back into the pan. I am going to smash those up until the butter is melted and the potatoes are at a decent consistency, and then I'm going to add a little bit of milk, salt, and pepper. The last step before it goes into the oven is to add the mashed potatoes on top in a decently straight layer. This can be pretty hard because the meat and corn and stuff wants to mix in with the potatoes, but try to do the best you can and just add it on top in a layer on its own. If you were going to reheat this, you would definitely need to put tin foil on top so it didn't burn when you were reheating it. But since I am just kind of warming it and letting everything mix together and get the potatoes get a crust on top, I'm going to put it in the oven without tin foil. I preheated my oven to 350 and it's going to go in there for 20 minutes. This is what it looks like fresh out of the oven. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!